Hey there, happy Friday. I am live because I need to regroup. And so I need to relax. I need to do something to relax. Isn't that always why I'm on here? So I want to share my sketches that I've done. Um, I don't think I did any this week, but there's some from last week that I did that I didn't show. And then I also want to show the coloring I've been doing with these pencils that I got on Tuesday, and then do some coloring. So that's the plan. I may show some printed pages that I found that I forgot I had printed. Um, but as I was cleaning up my desk and organizing things, I found them. And so I don't know, I may actually color one of those today too. That's possible. Um, So let's see sketches. What do I have in here? It wasn't that much, I don't think. Um, let's see, what is it? Yeah, because that says May 22nd. That one. I don't know. Seems like I've shown sketches since then, but I don't remember really. That's when I was watching the what is it? The Faber Castell gelatos. That's when I was doing that, and then the Marabou art crayons, the glitter ones, which are water soluble. That happens to be what that is. Um, yeah, I know I showed that a long time ago. I did that on was when I swatched the Gamsol with those color and motion twist up crayons, um, which was when I discovered. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, I had the Gamsol. I had purchased it with the intent to do that because I'd seen someone's video where they used crayons and said you could use Gamsol, Vaseline, and some other things they mentioned. And so, yeah, so I've already been coloring a page with that, which I've already shown in a live. So, okay, so I'm just going to start with wherever I may have shown this already, but I really like this one, by the way. And I'm thinking that, like, sometimes the most obvious thing, like, evades you. And so I'm thinking probably the first coloring book I should probably do should be of these weirdo anthropomorphic abstract things. So that's probably the first thing I'll try to assemble as a coloring book. Whenever I can get to that point, that's something else I got to figure out how you do that. So what does this say? 520. Yeah, I know I showed these before because I was getting the dates mixed up. I don't know what 20 something, 25th maybe. Um, so I think probably like in making coloring pages out of these, I'm probably gonna have to figure out, what do I want to add to them. I don't know if that's getting the whole page or not. I'm trying to. Yeah, so I have to think more about the composition and and also how people like to color, like how I like to color. I have a few particularly Creative Haven, I think, abstract coloring books, and actually some other kind too. Um, the one that has Serenity, Tranquility, and I love those books. So I'm going to be probably looking at those and kind of thinking about how that composition is and how I can make these something similar. I like the fact that these are hand drawn, and so I think other people would like that too. Um, and I don't know. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do with these. This one was really different, and I don't know if I added more to this afterwards. This is different from anything I've ever done, but I purposely wanted to continue with it when I was in that mode. I didn't want to break. Whenever I do these drawings, I want to say with whatever the thing is. I try to just keep continuing the lines that I started. So I didn't like this at first, but now that I look at it, I like that it's different from anything else that I've done. I don't know, something about it. These are sketches I did. I think I was looking at the Johanna Basford book and trying to think of how to fill in the background on some of those pages, and so I started doing some little sketches of things. I do recall showing this page before too. What's this, 5:24 evening? So yeah, so that was a while ago. This was a sketch that I did, and I gotta figure out which way is up, of that one page that I did a screenshot of the cover of a coloring book um, on Amazon, and then I printed out my screenshot and did a sketch of it. And this is not exact. So when I sketch, it just like the lines, because I love rooms, and before I was blocked off from being able to oil paint. Um, I was starting to work on a painting of a room, and as I mentioned before, there's something about me where I get with color, I can automatically get the form of things when I paint with barely any sketching at all. I get the form better with color than I do just drawing it, and I don't know why that is. But I'm trying also to try many ways to begin something. And of course, with creating a coloring page or a drawing that you're gonna watercolor, or you do with color pencils, you really need to have a drawing. So um, yeah, so that was my first attempt at that. Did that 5:25. Then I got some more anthropomorphic things here, and I think I actually did this sideways, but does it matter if I show it sideways? I guess I can do that. I got more room on my desk now. Yay! Still working on it. Still working on organizing tons of things, because I have a lot of stuff between what I do for work and what I do just for enjoyment. I got a lot of stuff on my desk that I'm working through. I have tons of books that I have from work that I'm trying to get in some kind of order, and that's going to take a lifetime, I think. Um, do I have a date on this? I don't have a date on this. Shoot. I try to date them because it's important. Okay, this one says 6/1. I really like this one a lot. Um, it reminds me of this one coloring book I have that isn't like a normal kind of coloring book, and it's by somebody Ziegler or something like that. And it has drawings that you can color of actual murals and stuff that he's done. Um, yeah, it almost reminds me of that, except that his are actual. They're almost like Picasso type paintings. Um, that is actually an object that's like cut up into pieces. Um, and like faces and bodies and in rooms and things, but it's like cut up so that it's like very abstract. Mine is just like I'm just just lines, images, whatever. But this, I look at this and immediately it is something that I would like to color. I could see myself like coloring in and doing like the shading of the outline, blending different colors in here. um yeah, I like this one a lot. Here's another one, which for some reason it reminds me of a rooster. I don't know why, but it reminds me of a rooster or a car. I don't know. This was on 6/1 also. Um, there's another one on 6/1. I was just trying to do a whole lot of straight lines and extend out from them as far as I could. almost like a crystal. Here's another swirly one. I can't remember how I started this. That I may have done like one big like swirl, and then started filling in and putting in loops and all that other kind of stuff. So again, trying to take a different approach to see what would happen. Obviously, I did a lot on 6-1. This is from 6-1 also. Did I do this one? Yeah, okay. This one I did on 6-5. And it says, this was while I was listening to The Boiler Room on YouTube. And was it last week? Last week or the week before? Where their lives were from Johannesburg. And man, they had some really good DJs there. And so while I was listening to it, I decided to draw and see what would happen. And maybe decided to draw people dancing, which I've never done before. Um, yeah, that was really a good week of Boiler Room. I really enjoyed that. They had me dancing. Um, and I think this week they're in Dominican Republic. And for some reason, I haven't been that interested in that one. I haven't even listened to any of them. But I particularly like whenever they have females DJing. And in Johannesburg, they had a lot of females that were DJing. And there was one couple, two females, that they were throwing down, and they were doing a style that I don't even know what it's called. I guess it is a particular style of of I don't know, whatever you call it, EDM or whatever. It was almost um it was almost like the kind of, it had a feel almost of some of the pure industrial kind of electronic music that was out like in the, I don't know, early 80s. And so it was interesting to see two females that were doing that kind of music. So I was really excited about it, and it was really good. And they blended it. It was also blended with danceable. So yeah, it was. I need to find out what the name of that genre is, because I really enjoyed that. Anyway, so that's that. So that's something I figure I'm gonna try more, is try to sketch um, people or characters while listening to music, because it seems like it brought something else out for me. So, um, well, just so you know. Oops, crash. The pencils came down. Hold on. So then I did this again. I don't know what I was. I guess I was trying to just. I don't know. You know me, and trying to figure out depth and perspective and all that other kind of stuff. And I said, well, let me try and do a coloring page like Johanna Bashford. Well, this is how far I got. And this is what I did. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. And I just stopped. Although I may add to this and just see what happens. Um, there's just something very different for me between sketching and drawing that, and I guess it's different anyway, that I'm still trying to get a grip on it. This is also on 6-5, just kind of half-hearted. Um, that might have been the last thing I did. 6-6. Still kind of drawn to those shapes of the characters that I had when I first intentionally started to sketch just a month or two ago. And those initial characters I came up with, which I want to expand on, where there's like the little duck-like looking or chick-looking creature and the dog looking creature and the other one that I still want to do more with. Um, yeah, and still kind of, it seems like when I start to draw a character, I always start out this way. And so I figure if that's how I always start out, then I need to keep going with that because it's the easiest thing to come out. And how can I expand on that shape? Because it's just stick with like simplicity in the lines. Anyway, okay, here's another abstract. Looks like I could add something to this, but like this is as far as I got. This almost looks like a car. This was on 6/6. When was that anyway? 6/6. Today's the 14th, so that was 8 days ago. Okay. It feels like it's been ages since I've sketched. Another one, and like I could see myself filling this in later all as well, adding things to it to give it a little more character. Excuse me. So that was on 6/6. This one was also on 6/6. I think I just was telling myself on that day, like, stop, to try and do what's to just relax and just do the abstract thing and not worry about trying to make something realistic or character wise or whatever. Just stay with it. So I did because it was more relaxing for me. And the past 4 weeks until this week have been very stressful for me. So I gave myself that pass. So what's this say? What I wrote names on the side here. I don't know what that is. Some names I wrote on the side. I don't know what they're from. I'll have to investigate that. And I don't have a date on this either. It's a different style. And yep, that looks like it. So we'll have to do a little more sketching. Probably do some this today or this weekend, maybe. Right now I want to color. And I get to decide what I'm going to color in. Oops. One thing I'm thinking of doing with this page over here, actually, is using the this stuff that I found out from Bubble Studio, the Mondo Llama shimmer. Is that what it's called? Yeah, shimmer finish paints, acrylic paints. And thinking of painting this part or the inside or both with this. So that's something I'm probably going to be doing. I'm thinking fairly soon. I know I want to do. I want to do the inside with this, and then I guess we'll see. I might use more. What do we call them? Mirror Blue Art crayons on the outside after I see how this looks on the inside. So that's something I'm thinking of doing. I'm planning on doing. But the page that I used the Faber-Castell black editions on is the opposite side of the page, which is this one. I immediately started working in this page. I wanted to do this page for a while and looked at it and I was like, well. And then I finally, when I had those, it's like, well, what page should I start in? And I says, let's do it with those. And it's helping me figure out like how they work. I do like the pencils. I kind of feel like they're kind of similar to the colors. And yeah. But the big advantage to these is like they're so portable. I mean, I can carry them around. I even like I didn't wind up coloring in bed, but I did take them and this thing that I have the book on, it's a easel. What do you call it? I can't remember what you call the thing. Clipboard, art clipboard. I took them to bed with one of my mythographic books, and thought, just to color in bed because these things are so easy to carry around. And I'm kind of oh, what side is it? I'm kind of thinking. I'm still thinking about the design of this fold out thing and like a way to make a pencil holder that does this because these sat right up next to me in bed. And if I were like sitting on the couch or something, I could sit these right up next to me. And I've had these sitting next to me on the desk, um, like this, since I've been working on this page up until last night. And I love that portability of them. It's just really cool. It really is. You just sit there, and I can pull out the pencil I want from here. Something you might notice, sorry that they're blurry, is I took them and I put them all in so that the tip side is down, so that I could see what color they are because I couldn't tell what color they were with the tip side up. So I did that, and like now I can work with them much better. So where's my foot? What's underneath there? Yeah, that's something on my list that I have to do. That I don't know what day I'm going to do it. Is underneath my desk with my hard drive to my one computer, my one set of speakers and stuff under my desk. I have a new power strip that I want to plug things into, and then I also have a backup power supply that's already plugged in. Um, but I got to figure out what else I should maybe be plugging into that power supply, and then what I should plug into my new power strip. And then to plug in my new power strip, I have to get behind this desk, which is a big L shape. It's like a really big L shape. And so getting to the plug from here is like, it's a whole it's a whole ordeal that will wear me out. So yeah, that's one thing that's on my list of things I need to do. Um so anyway, let's see. So let's color. Do I want to do this, or do I want to show the pages I got? And I think I'll do this first just because I'm going to avoid the issue. What's that? Um happened to find these in a folder, and now I had them in this folder, and I need to put them into the new case that I have to put my uncolored pages. Um, but these are from a book from Creative Haven that probably by now is out. I don't know if these were like sample pages that they had offered initially, but it's something, and I should have looked it up, and I need to write them on here somewhere. And this page looks yellowed already. Why is that? Um, and it's kind of themed like goddesses or mythographic creatures or something like that, mythological creatures, or goddesses or something like that. I can't remember what the name of the book is. Um, but they were offering free coloring pages, when you're subscribed to Dover Publishing, and so I went in and I saved them, and then I'd forgotten that I had printed a bunch of them. So and I have them on the Astro Bright paper, even though this is like all yellowed, but so the book is on again at Dover Publishing. I love this one. Okay, so yeah, okay, they have the names of them. Does it say Danu, Celtic Mother Goddess? This is, I need my glasses, is what it is. Amaterasu, Japanese goddess of the sun. Atlantic Sea Witch, European witch who controls the wind and weather. Angel, Judeo-Christian messenger of God. I don't know why she's female. Michael isn't female. Well, I guess they don't have a gender, but with a name like Michael. Medusa, Greek monster with snakes instead of hair. Okay, they didn't go too far with the snakes, but the illustrations are interesting. I don't like how my printer printed them, but I think I can probably. I don't know what printer I did this on. It might have been my older one that broke. Bastet, Egyptian cat goddess. I suppose it doesn't matter too much how they printed because I will be able to. I'm gonna color over them, but still, the lines on here are kind of caca. Is that it? Oh, these are just blank pages. Okay, so those are the ones I printed. I don't know if I want to work on those. Because with these, especially because of what I have them on, I'm probably going to want to use things other than colored pencils. And I'm not ready to go there today. So I just feel like doing some pencil stuff. Come on, I got to get rid of this page. Okay, so now I'm going to color. And let's see, how can I put these? I think I'm going to lay these down. I'm going to lay these down like this so I can like just pull them out, I think. Maybe. Oh, let's not do that though. Okay. I really love that this gives you options, this case. I really do. Okay, now I want to prop it up a little bit because I don't want it falling out on me. Okay, that'll work. I did do another page too in here. I started doing this one as well, with the birds. And something that I found is that, and it's kind of interesting. I would almost wish I could duplicate this on some things. It's kind of, it was an accident, but in a way it was interesting to find out. I don't think you can see it. I got kind of scratchy on there because some of the tips of the pencil, I don't know what was on it. Like if I don't know what the deal was with it, but if there was, it wasn't sharpened all the way, and there was some wood or something that was a wood flake or something chipping out that made the application scratchy. But I also thought it was interesting that it makes it look like an etching, um, which would be kind of interesting to try to duplicate. And now that that's there, it won't cover up either. Um, that might bug some people, but like it's, I just know now I need to sharpen it all the way if the pencil has that wood stuff on it. I need to sharpen it before I color with it. Okay, so where am I? We're on the TV. We're on the TV. So let's see. I forgot I had that on. I want music. So I'm not going to talk. I'm just, for the rest of this, I'm just going to color. How much time do I have? It's like almost a half hour. Okay. It's down tempo. I don't know if I've ever played that one. Oh no, that's too much. I don't want all that. Back to Chill Hop. Chill Hop is the one I love. Okay. Still need this. I need this one up a little bit. There we go. don't know what I want to make the bottom of the teepee. Blue almost seems too obvious, but it also seems like the best color to use. You know what? I think I gotta stand these up. They're gonna work better for me that way. So remove some of this other stuff. Yeah, it's gonna work better for me. I'm just hoping I don't have some bug fly in here because there's a. I have to put our air conditioners in this weekend, and I had a fan in here. Well, I have a fan in here right now. That it's a window fan, and I thought I sealed up everything, but 2 mornings in a row, I had bees in here. I had the first time I had a bumblebee, and I felt so bad I had to kill it because it was kind of like it was it or me. And normally I'd call my husband and tell him to come and take it out because he'll like actually pick it up, carry it out. I ain't got them kind of balls to do that. And I don't know, something about the end of it. It looked like a really active stinger on it, and I was like, no, the end of this bumblebee is different. I ain't doing that. And then I had like a, what do you call it, like a honeybee kind of bee, but one of those big ones, Oh, it's like I hate bugs in the house. Can't stand it. But I think they got in because I had my fan off, even though it's still in the window, and because I have the ceiling around the fan, I have like foam and stuff stuffed in to like take care of any crevices. So I think they actually flew in between whatever blades or something there are in the fan. But I have my fan going right now, so I'm thinking nothing will come in. I hope not. But if I jump up all of a sudden, you'll know that's what just happened. Because I don't like bugs in the house. It drives me nuts. And I don't want to get stung. Because, I don't know, I suppose every time you get stung, it's a freak accident. But every time I've gotten stung, it's been a freak accident. So I don't want any room for freak accidents. One time I was going down the stairs at elementary school, and I had my arm. My arm was against the wall as my hand was holding the railing, and I guess there was a bee there, and my arm was against the wall. The bee was against the wall, and I got stung. My arm swelled up. The other time I was running outside, and the bee hit me right under the eye. I guess he was flying. I was running, and it went smack underneath my eye. A stinger went right underneath my eye into my lower eyelid. No idea how that, like, chances of that happening, like, really? So, yeah, so me and bees, I want to make sure I stay, you know, I need to know where they are so they don't get in my way. And now that I wear my hair natural, like, I, I'm always thinking they're going to get caught up in my hair, and then when they can't get out because of all the coils, they're going to sting my scalp. Yeah, I don't like that thought, but that's what I always think. So it's like, no, thank you. I want to do a lighter blue. So I've been thinking, so like, aren't the polychromos pencils aren't they Faber-Castell? And I know I said I wasn't going to talk, but I guess I'm talking. So I thought, well, then I wonder if these are kind of like a less expensive version of those. So it almost has me tempted to break out with those, but almost. trying to reduce my pencils first, though. You might say, well, why did you buy these? It's like, I don't know. I saw them and I thought, that's different. Is it supposed to be green? What is that? Excuse my arm with my. There's a name for this. I got chicken skin. I've always had it. It's been like this since I was a kid. It ain't going nowhere. There's a name for it, I guess. Google tells you everything. Wish I could find a way to do it differently, but where am I? So, they just left out the line. Where is it? Even though you don't have as much color variety with smaller pencil sets like this, there's something to be said for being able to put them all on your desk at once and not have a big to do. And I think that's what I've been enjoying about these. They don't take up so much space. I don't know what other blue I used in here. Is this blue? That's blue. Maybe it was this one. Or is this black? I can't tell. It looks like it's blue because the pencil thing is black. It's a very dark blue. I don't think this is the one I was looking for, but yeah, part of the problem with this is when I started this page, I had the pencils sitting. They come where they're all sitting up like this in the case, point side up, and so I was pulling them out of the case like that, and then I couldn't really tell what color I was getting. So now I don't know what color I was getting when I did this part. I don't know, so kind of like just whatever. It's no big deal. So I finally decided I needed to put them all in bottom side up. Just kind of getting used to like how they blend and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I am pleased with this purchase. I am. I think I need to fold this book in half so I can get to. I can really do this side. Supposed to. My husband was telling me that next week we're supposed to have one day where it's going to be 94 degrees. Yeah, so we're like, okay, well, this is the weekend to get the air conditioners in, so that's probably what we'll be doing tomorrow. And I gotta do some prep work for getting them in there. So that's what I'm going to be doing after I get off of here, probably, is that prep work. But that's such an undertaking. I don't know, for me at least, that um, I was like, I needed to do something fun before I do that because I always just like getting ready for putting in the air conditioner. It's just, oh, okay, I think that's all I'm doing on that part. What next? I probably need to finish these guys. That's where I left off the other night. That's not where that goes, is it? I do feel like I need to label um, these pencils where they go to on the inside. I don't know. It's only 100 pencils. Like, does it really matter? I don't know, but I kind of feel like I want to. But I probably won't get to it. Just a thought. instead of the screen. I didn't really finish these. Oops, going over the line. I don't know what I'm going to do for a background for this page. I'm kind of messy with it. Keep going over the lines. See, I don't want to make all these little things green. It's so boring, but it seems like they are leaves. So it's like, I guess I do. But that seems so dull. Yep. Yes, I should sharpen the pencil, but again, that would be too much like right. I don't know why I always want to keep the original end for as long as possible. Like, really? Like, what is that about? I don't know what that is. I wouldn't be able to do that with those pencils that come where none of them are sharpened. I'd have to get out of that habit. Can't color with an unsharpened pencil. Let's see. It's too tiny. I can't get in there. Oh, I got these up here too. I forget. So too much green. Too much green. So I was looking at my the mythographic aviary book last night, and I'm still amazed that I like started coloring in something so tiny. But then as I look at the pages, I keep thinking, I feel like there's so much more that I would want to do with those pages if it were on thicker paper. And so, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. If I'm going to continue coloring in the book, if I'm just going to finish up the ones that I started in the book, and then make prints of the rest on better paper or what. I don't know. I like the idea of having a book that has all the pages colored in it, but I kind of feel like I can't do a whole lot of experimentation in it with different, you know, mediums and things if I keep it in the book. You know, in part because, you know, I don't know what the heck I'm doing if I use anything other than colored pencils. I barely know what I'm doing when I'm using colored pencils. So, um, yeah. So I'm thinking about how to approach that. Which might be way more thought than I wanted to put into coloring, but if it's so relaxing to me as I do it, then yeah, then I'm for it. But I want to use my acrylic paints, you know, like the bunch of the Mondo colors I got, not just this one, but I got a bunch of them, you know. So I want to use those. Um, I have the watercolors. So I kind of want to play around a little bit and maybe like transform some of those pages. And I don't feel like I can do that while it's in the book on that paper. Ugh, the frickin' leaves. I know all leaves don't have. Okay, what's in here? Something's in here. That's why I'm having a problem. There's a pencil in here. Yep. I just put all my brute funers and Starjoy golds away this morning. This is one leftover. Getting it back in the case. I'm kind of thinking the next pencils I work with are either going to be the Colors or the Prismacolors. And so, in part to clean up my desk, but also in preparation for using a different pencil set, I put all of the Starjoy Golds and Starjoy Gold and Brute Funers away, the case that's in. And I still have a case of those Xena colors with the Xena colors and the Crayolas that I need to use up the Xena colors. I gotta find out or revisit what those work well on and in, and then use those. Really nothing interesting here with coloring in leaves that are this tiny. There really is. I think the only way to really kind of make them pop, I guess, is to go over them with gel pens. That's what I'm thinking. And where did we get this? I don't know. I feel like I'm putting too many of these back in the same place. I need to do these guys. I did make another purchase today. I bought a dryer, like, you know, the dryer, the hand dryers, you know, the dry a page or whatever that people use, I guess, to dry resin or something like that. And a cordless one. And then I bought another electric eraser set. Um, like battery operated. But this one has three different sizes. So yeah. So I have that coming. I think it's supposed to come tomorrow, along with something else I bought for work stuff. Is this the color I'm using? Blue? I don't know what color to make that. I really don't. Guess it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I kind of wish today wasn't Friday. I feel like I need another weekday this week. Not often that I say that, but I feel like I need that. I think that one hot day really, I don't know, that hot day threw me off. Wasn't ready for it. It knocked me off my feet. Because I don't take the heat well. I have to be in heat consistently for me to be able to take the heat well. And this is not a place of consistent heat. Although this winter was incredibly mild. Incredibly mild. Yeah, I didn't really want to make those blue, but it's too late now. Do I want to mix blue with these? Probably not. Let's not do that. Let's try and keep it purple. Or make them pink. Where's my pink or mauve? Let's get mauve. So something that I posted on my wall yesterday, which I still need to listen to, in its entirety. I listened to a little bit of it, but not all. Brian Eno, who he's been around for forever, since this late mid '60s. Um, the man probably came out the womb doing music, okay, but he worked with Bowie and so many other people. Um, just ones readily that I can think of is Bowie and U2, but I think he may have also worked with Talking Heads, I think, and a lot of other people as producer and whatever else, as performer, producer, you name it. He's like done it all. Um, he, I guess, was working on some project with someone who made up some kind of, I don't know, AI music um, recording, and it's ambient music, which is something that Eno is known for. He has several um, ambient projects that he did on his own, like music for airports, that's the name of the recording, which is beautiful. And I have that on my wall, so I have a special time where I'm just gonna like put that on and chill. But it's good music, like to go to sleep to or whatever. I think he's on my list of one of the people that I would like to meet, but I'd be afraid to meet because I don't know. I'd be afraid we wouldn't have anything to talk about because he's just knows too much and I know nothing. I don't know what we would talk about. Maybe I should do a thing. Write up a list of questions I would ask Brian Eno if I were to meet him. I don't know. I just think I would like to just go for a walk and just observe nature and have anything we talk about come out of that. He just is very, I don't know. He's just he seems like just a very real person who's just very talented in a particular thing, and he's a thinker, which is why I think he worked with Bowie, is because Bowie really was a thinker as well. Oh, let's see, more leaves. Nothing special about the leaves. Kind of like, because I can't get the leaves to look like kind of glossy like. It's something I kind of been, I don't know. But the pale greens seem to be kind of waxy. But I'm not getting any real depth of color with them when I do that, though. I think I'm mumbling. Sorry. What is today? The 14th? 11 days till I get rubber bands in my mouth. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to eat things that I want to eat now because I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to have a problem eating after my next appointment. Things have been like pretty much like close to normal. I'm even eating grapes now, seedless grapes, which are like my favorite thing in the whole world. Can't really eat the roasted walnuts. I can't go there, but I can eat grapes um, better than I've been able to since having braces on. So I bought some and I'm buying more tomorrow. Um, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat them after my next appointment. Okay, so I need to figure out. I still don't like how this looks. I don't know how to change it. We're gonna go rogue. Let's see. See, that doesn't really blend it either. It's not, no, it's not really working. No matter how I apply it, it's not working. I wonder if I should just go over this with use a Prismacolor. I don't really like. Hmm. 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 I don't know what that was about. What time is it? 1:06. So these flowers. There I go. Where did I put that blue? So I'm thinking of putting my other webcam back up on my desk that hangs overhead. I don't know if I can get it positioned better. Ugh. Is it supposed to be on the same thing or what? I don't think. Oh, excuse me. I'm feeling like I want a nap, but I don't want to take a nap. It's not going on too good. Yeah, some of these colors are waxier than others. I'm finding. Didn't I just have this one? I didn't like it. Do I have one here? No. I don't remember what color it was. What was this one? Ow. What's that under there? Oh, I didn't even notice I colored this one. Maybe this music is putting me to sleep. It's so repetitive that it's got me kind of. Can't stay inside the lines on these because it's too small. It's tiny. Oh, what's under there? What is that? I don't really want to color any more green. I really don't. I'm just going to make that yellow just because I don't feel like doing any more green. Let me color over it. I don't know. Ah, shoot. I forgot to take allergy medicine. That's what I needed to do today. 'Cause I think my ears are all clogged up. But I don't notice until they're unclogged. But they've been clogged up for like forever. For days. I don't want to take it now because, like, what time is it? Yeah, 2:55. Last 12 hours. I don't know if I want to do that. But I might need to just so I can hear for at least part of the day. Like I'm really supposed to hear. Eyes are burning. I don't know. Should I make this brown like that? I don't know what to do with that. I gotta figure out what to do that. I got this whole outside. Oh man, I just thought of something. No, nothing to do with coloring. No. What color to make these? Probably a pink. Pink and what? Pink and more pink? What was it that I was calling in the other day? And it said there weren't any pages colored in it, and I discovered one. I think it, I think it was a page with mushrooms in it too. What was it? Okay, so now like I made that all smeary and stuff. What do we want to try? We try brown or blue. Brown, blue, or green. Um, I feel like I'm going to be going in here with, I don't know, some kind of acrylic pen or something to maybe make some of these pop out. I wonder if I should use this maroon. What color is it by itself? Huh. This is $7.49. Remember that. I need more yellow. Oops, it's a leaf I forgot. There's so many TV shows that like I could probably, well, I know I could catch up on that I like missed. It's like the show's over now. Like I haven't seen the last season of Succession. That's what it was called, right? Succession. I still need to watch it. Euphoria, like I think they had another season as well, and I don't know. I can't bring myself to watch it since was it two people from the cast have died since then, and particularly that young guy that played the drug dealer. Like when I found out that he died, I was like, oh my god! It just I don't know. That did something to me because I thought, wow, he's. I kept thinking like he really has like some. He has some kind of presence, you know. He really had a stage presence, and to know that okay, if I watch it anymore, I'm not going to be able to see him in there anymore. And his interaction with the other characters and all that stuff, I'm like, I don't know if we care anymore. It's like when that one character on Orange is the New Black, when she died, I couldn't watch anymore because I was so brokenhearted. It's really weird, but I just was so brokenhearted. I wanted to. She. I felt like I wanted to see where she was going, and I don't know. I I liked all the characters on there, and so I don't know if there was one on any of them that were on there the first few seasons that I would want to see gone. And so when she died, I was like, I can't anymore. I'm heartbroken. I can't watch. I, I think I'm too sensitive to watch TV anymore. I can't do it. It's weird, but like, yeah, I can't. I was so heartbroken. Then I think it just recently started to watch the like next chapter or whatever of Dexter, and I really didn't like the writing. I didn't like the writing at all. Um, I couldn't even get through that first episode. It just was like, yeah, okay, so he's in a new place, he's doing the same thing, and he's talking to his sister who's no longer alive, and I was like, no, no. I would have preferred if he stayed in the woods and in Alaska or wherever, and just I don't know, did something different without being in contact with society. Yeah, there's something about that just it didn't appeal to me. It felt like they were trying to do it over again or something. And I was like, no, there is no do over. All those characters in that show were what I needed. And, um, what's the other show? Let's see. 'Cause there's another one. I do need to go back and I need to go watch the Wheel of Time and try to watch that episode that season, the one that came out after the first one. Um, and hope that I won't be disappointed with that one. I have to finish watching The Expanse. I have to watch the next season of that, which also, when that main character, the the Indian guy or whatever, when he died, like he kind of sacrificed himself or whatever, I I was brokenhearted there too. This is like, if he's not gonna be there anymore, I don't want to watch. It goes like about how they all interacted together, but I think I'm attached enough to the other characters and their individual story arcs where I can probably, maybe, probably still watch, even though I started and then I shut it off because, I'm heartbroken. But, yeah, I think I could do it again because I love all those characters so much. And I don't know. Part of me still hopes that one guy will come back somehow from that blue stuff or something. I don't know. But I loved that cast and how they all worked together and the diversity of that cast. I really did like that. I don't like the color of this lamp, so I'm probably going to be changing it. Let's see. I'm trying to get to somewhere like some kind of stasis, some kind of something. Did I? Oh, no, I didn't eat all of my sandwich. Right in the middle. There's so much green in here, but I'm gonna put some more. So The Expanse, Euphoria, Succession, um, Wheel of Time. Those are the shows I need to like catch up on if I'm gonna, make it a priority. Which like I don't know that I'm gonna make it a priority, but I feel like uh, I just don't really watch TV that much anymore. I really don't. And I started watching this show. I think it was via Amazon Prime called The Originals. And at first, I found it kind of interesting, and then it was somewhere like when it got to like this point, it was like the very first episode, and it got to this point where like all these characters were meeting in the square. Turns out there's like these old vampires, and then there's these witches, and somebody, I don't know, some renegade group is killed one of the witches, and I don't know. I just was like, nah, I ain't into no witch and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know, it's weird. And it just, they weren't interesting. It's like, you know what? I don't even care what happens to any of you. I don't care. I get that way really quick. And then if I do care, I get really heartbroken if a character dies. But yeah, I just wasn't. Oh, The Bear. That's the other show that like I need to catch up on, but like um there's a few reasons why I can't watch that one. First of all, that first season, that was like all I needed. Wonderful show, and even though I wanted another season, um, see, I also watched it with my best friend who passed away, and so I can't watch it now because I watch it and I think of him, and I can't have conversations with him about it now. So it's like I don't even want to. I don't want to see it. But I love the actors in it. So maybe someday I'll lose that. I'll get over that and watch it, but it's too soon right now. All it's gonna do is make me think of him, and I can't deal with that right now. It's too much, too much, too much, too much. Let's see. I don't know what to make these. I'm so sick of green. I really don't want to do any more green. But maybe if I did a lighter green. See, if I just do it, I won't think about it anymore. That's the thing. But if I just do it, it's done and there's no argument about it. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to use like the sage. Because there's no reason for me to perseverate over a color on a coloring page. That's just ridiculous. You see, I like how smooth this one goes down, and some of them don't. I don't know if it's me or what, or the color pencil. Like this red didn't go down very smoothly and isn't as waxy. And it just lets me know how to deal with each pencil, basically. It's not really a complaint. It's just like, okay, that's how it works. So now we know what we can and can't do with it. Oops, I meant to make that one on top lighter. Too late now. I tend to fall asleep whenever I watch a show anyway. I do. It's hard for me to stay awake. Sitting still, doing that. I have to be doing something to stay awake. Like, I have to be like knitting or sketching or something. Because I can't just sit there and just watch it. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is. Um, I wasn't always that way, but probably for the past, I don't know, past 10 years, I've been like that. The only show I could really, that I really stay awake for, I think, was The Expanse, Orange is the New Black, and others I've fallen asleep on, even if I like the show. I don't know why. So I wonder if, oh, Lord have mercy, should I make these green too? You know what, I'm going to make this green under here because there's not that much. So much green. I'm just going to be going green everywhere just because I want to finish this. Finish the TP. Oops, and I think this was a part of it. That's okay. I can always modify the color a little bit if I don't like it green. Oh, there's more blue. How do I replicate it? I don't think I can. Or can I? Oh, there we go. And it's on both sides. I missed it. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I should just do blue here. Yeah, see, I like this blue. I like how this blue works. You can probably tell from how I was using that I'm loving it. I like how it feels going down on the page. Okay, let's see what else. What else? Oh, there's that. It looks like sugar cubes. I can do that with a gel pen probably. Maybe do these guys. I don't want to do them blue. Might do them tan. I don't know. But I think that's enough. It's like an hour and a half. So I spent an hour coloring. We're getting further with this guy. So thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, hearing me talk in my whiny mouth full of braces voice. And hope you have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. Bye bye.